I made a comment a couple weeks ago, and I got kind of lit up on both sides of the pendulum. Like the people who want to be juice boxes and lollipops and positive about everything, and then
That's
the
Logan.
people that are negative. So they both used my tweet, and I just was saying it just looks different. Like it does still, but like I go out there, and the first group I always watch is the running backs because I played that. And I'm looking at guys, and man, it kind of looked like when I was there in the running back room. And I'm like, go look at that 12. And I'm not. Don't get me wrong, 12 is not going to put another man in orbit anytime soon. But he kind of G-ish, Greg Jones-ish, not Greg Jones. Not saying he's Greg Jones, but I'm saying who's the guy who transferred out to Louisville? He came in.
Washington, right?
No, Torrance was with no, not I can't think of his name. He came in the 2001 recruiting class, but anyways, he was like a big back like G. And then I look obviously Trayshawn Ward's doing better as well. I like him. I think he's got an extra gear and in pads. So the first I got to see these guys in pads, man. I've been seeing them in shorts. Like let me see what happened because everybody looks good in shorts, but when you put them helmets on and them shoulder pads, man, people start kind of going in the back of the line and don't want to get no contact, and they bang a little bit. Amari Gaynor looked better in pads than he did when I saw him last time, and Amari, I'm a huge Amari Gaynor fan, but Amari had an opportunity to put a kid in the infirmary. If it would have been a game, it would have definitely been a big hit. Kalen DeLoach is looking good. I mean, we got guys that look the part, and we haven't had that in a while. And I got to see it one more time before I'm too skeptical. But it's cool to actually look at an offensive line and see 5 linemen that look like, okay, those 5 linemen, at least from a bodybuilding type, can play anywhere. Now, the problem is we don't have 12. We've got 5. Well, we got about 7. We have 7 offensive linemen that, from a pure physical standpoint, look like they can contribute today. And, so that you're still behind. But that's kind of just what I've been looking at. But I think you talked about Jared Verse. I took some pictures and put it in 5th quarter. It's a grown-ass man. McClendon. I remember he looked really good in shorts on pass rush stuff. But, like, in full pads, he looks just as good. He's very explosive, got some moves. And you've got the defensive end position has gotten developed. Like, I wish we could recruit a little bit better there. But as far as the guys that we brought in from the transfer portal and the development of guys who have been on this roster already, it's actually, JP gets a hard time. I think because he's kind of he reminds me, I think it's the toucan. Was it the toucan and the parrot in the Lion King? The way his voice is, it's just really different. I'm sorry, this is the only thing I can describe it. Every time I hear him talking, that's what it reminds me.
Did we really just make a Lion King reference?
It's a great movie. It's one of the greatest movies. It's one of the greatest movies of all time. I don't know if Logan got to see it.
It is.
Yeah, I had to watch it about 83 times.
Yeah, so I was 10, I think, when Lion King came out. Yeah. But but I think the defensive end position is doing well in a position that I think could either it's going to be a home run or it's going to be a source of contention on this team is the DB position. But there's so much competition in that room and so many A-type personalities in that room, good or bad, that man, they're either going to like really iron sharpens iron each other, or they're going to burn that whole building down. But it's all in the spirit of competition.